everybody wants to tell you is going to be a foregone conclusion. We are going to get Yankees, Dodgers, New York, LA, the two biggest markets. Obviously, the history with the former New York Dodgers, the Brooklyn Dodgers, everything going into it. But folks, I know the Dodgers are up 2-1. I know the Yankees are up 2-0. Game three ALCS tonight here in Cleveland. The weird thing to me about these MLB playoffs so far is just when you think we have it figured out, boom, the team turns it around. How many times have the Mets been in this situation, right? They're down 1-1 in Milwaukee, game three in the wild card round in the ninth inning. If it wasn't for that Pete Alonso home run, they may not even be in the NLCS, and yet here they are 3 wins away from a World Series. We saw the Mets get destroyed in game one by the Dodgers. They came back to destroy the Dodgers in game two. In a game this series where the Mets have scored a run, they're 1-0. Dodgers now, 4 out of their last 5 games. They have shut down their opponents. And again, with the losses of Clayton Kershaw, with the other losses, that they've had in their rotation this year. Of course, Glass now coming over from Tampa Bay with everything in that rotation, with their ability to use that bullpen. They've been absolutely incredible. And the thing is about them, Mookie Betts, Shohei Ohtani, they haven't even had historic postseasons. You could make the same argument about the New York Yankees, where, up until game two, that home run by Aaron Judge off Hunter Gaddis to put the game away, Judge was struggling for the postseason. It was really Stan and Soto and Gleyber Torres, and now they got Anthony Rizzo back for this series. He's at great production. And, the Guardians were able to get to Garrett Cole in game two, knocked him out of the fifth inning. They had a chance. It was a 3-2 ball game. And just like I said in the ALDS, Guardians struggling to hit with runners in scoring position. That's been the biggest story. Even last night, 4-0, bottom sixth inning, right? Mets 2 men on, 1 man out, hit a ground ball double play, 5-4 free, and the inning. Dodgers go on to win the game 8-0. So again, the story to me is really about who can hit with runners in scoring position. I've said it all postseason long. Your momentum is only as good as your next day's starting pitcher. It seems like to me, the Dodgers, they either will get blown out or they blow somebody out. They have not played a lot of close games in this postseason, when the New York Mets have. And so, in my opinion, if the Mets can keep this game close, which again, the key is going to be that bullpen and work around Ohtani and Betts, in my opinion, limit the likes of Will Smith at the plate. I don't think this series is over between the Dodgers and Mets. Now obviously I'm a Cleveland Guardians fan. I want my Guardians to go to the World Series. Matthew Boyd today has to give the Guardians more innings. The Guardians starting pitching, which again historically has been a strength, though not this year. This year the rotation was put together by duct tape, has really struggled. They have not gone more than 4 2/3 innings at any time in this postseason. You hope as a Guardians fan that Jose Ramirez home run in the ninth inning to make it a 6-3 game maybe sparks him. Josh Naylor got going off Garrett Cole in game two. I think not having any production out of the catching position when it comes to Bo Naylor, either inning or not even blocking pitches. We talked about Austin Edges not inning at all has really hurt the Guardians. They've had to go to their four horsemen, Kate Smith, Hunter Gaddis, Tim Aaron very early in this series. The good news for the Guardians in one way is Emmanuel Quase has not been used for the first 2 games. He has not pitched since Saturday. It is now Thursday. He is fresh. He will be ready to go tonight. Guardians were the second best team in the American League all year long for a reason. I expect that at home, down 2-0, Stephen Vogt's club will give the Yankees a fight. On Tuesday's show, we will obviously either have a game 7 of the ALCS or the World Series will be set. So the way I see it, obviously, as I mentioned, we all know baseball wants Yankees Dodgers. I think, contrary to a lot of people say that baseball would want a Subway Series. Nobody would care about that outside of New York. When it happened in 2000, it was the lowest rated World Series in the past 2 decades. Everybody in the country would be rooting for the Mets on that side of it. But as I said, the Yankees lineup to me is the deepest in baseball. It's deeper than the Guardians, obviously. It's deeper than the Dodgers. It's deeper than the Mets, but great pitching will always defeat power hitting. And the Yankees bullpen has been historically great, struggled throughout the most of the regular season. Again, it's been historically great this postseason, shutting down two AL Central foes in Kansas City and now Cleveland. I think the key here for both the Guardians and the Mets, obviously Mets down 2-1, Guardians down 2-0, is to get the lead on both the Dodgers and Yankees early. If I had to guess, I think the Mets fight back either if they're down 3-1 or, I do think this series will go back to LA, is what I'm saying, even if it's 2-2, 3-1, whatever the case may be. I do think the Dodgers will probably finish off the Mets in 6 games. I think if the Mets were to win the series, it would be in 7. I don't think they can beat the Dodgers in 3 straight games. I feel the same way about Cleveland. And this is what I'll say about these two ALCS, NLCS. Remember last year, Texas was up 2-0 on Houston. Philadelphia was up 2-0 on Arizona. Both of those series went to a game 7. Houston obviously won 3 straight. Texas then won the next 2. Every game that was won in that series was won by the road team. For Diamondbacks, Phillies. Phillies were up 2-0. A lot like Yankees, Guardians dominated the first 2 games. Arizona comes back. They win in 7. So I'm not saying Yankees Dodgers is a conclusion right now. I don't. Personally, again, I want to see my Guardians in the World Series. I think they have a shot. It's going to be about hitting with runners in scoring position, scoring early, and shutting down that lineup with a great bullpen. The same will be true for the Mets in these next 4 games against the Dodgers. Like that clip from the Brands World podcast? If so, make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button. While you're down there hitting the subscribe button, make sure to also hit the notification bell so you never miss another upload. And make sure you check out all the other clips from the Brands World podcast right here on YouTube.